with Stan. I'm your host, Stan. Thanks for joining me today on this awesome open tag from 865 Knives. Some crazy guy down there in Tennessee. I don't know. Nah, he's a good guy. Aaron's a good guy. But today I decided to do a cold steel piece for Monday, Modern Madness, dun, da, 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 or Modern Monday Madness. I don't know. Triple M. We'll just call it Triple M. My fingers hurt too bad to do that, so we'll call it Triple M. So what we have here is the cold steel Formax Scout. This thing is a hoss. It is a chunky tonker. Closed, it is just shy of 6 inches. Check this thing. This is a modern lockback. Check this thing out. Oh, God, that thing's so heavy. I almost chucked it across the room. Look at this pocket clip. That thing's like, yeah, I know I'm heavy, man. You're going to have to hang on to me big time. I don't know what that was about. That was just weird. That was my big guy talk. But yeah, it's got some weird jimping here that actually kind of works. It's got swedging. This thing is the cold steel made of AUS 10A Taiwan. Cold steel Formax Scout. Got the thumb studs, which are kind of volcano-y, but they grip your thumb well. It's on both sides. The clip, I believe, is transferable because I believe these screws are the same as these screws. Just you have to, when you change it over, you have to use these screws on this side and vice versa. Like I said, it's a big boy. Let's see how big it is when it's all wide open and ready to rock and talk. 10 inches. 10 inches. That's massive. I have a very big hand, and it fits in here just beautifully. Do get just a little bit of a feel, or I don't want to call it hot spot. You can feel the clip, at least I can. Gosh, that's just a thick honking blade. AUS 10A steel, made in Taiwan. Like I said, it is a lockback. And here's what's cool about these cold steels, and I have not greased it, but lubed it or anything. You know, you hold that and it comes down. Now, I will admit, you got to be a little bit careful when you do that, because if you don't have your fingers right where they need to be, see how that blade comes down? If your finger's not right in there, you're going to catch that blade, because I've done it. And then you got to go find a Band-Aid. Yep. But I just thought I'd share an oldie but a goodie, you know, just a cold steel Formax Scout. Awesome. I believe they have the Formax or 5 Max now too. I want to get that. I got to check and see how much that is. That sounds pretty cool. It's bigger than this. I like big knives. It slow rolls really nicely. Did you hear that pop when it popped in? That's just obnoxious. Let's just do it real quiet here. Oh, Daddy likey. Sorry. And if you notice on the back of the blade here, see that detent, that cut in there? That is where this piece right here falls into. So that tells you how big that lock is. Zero blade play, zero anything. It's just, this thing's just a hoss. Can put a lanyard on it. I have not put a lanyard on it because I never just carry this right in my pocket. I put the clip. I don't let it drop down, and I don't want a lanyard on it because this thing's big enough. I don't really need extra stuff hanging on it. And for me, I can usually dig it out without any, hanging on that clip. You got what I want to say, 1/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch hanging out, or got a 1/2 inch hanging out of your pocket, anyways. So. Shows how good my eyeballs. Well, actually, technically, I did get that right. Got a 1/4 inch, 3/4 inch. Between them, 1/2 inch. We'll call it a win. But yeah, I was just hoping y'all might enjoy revisiting an old favorite. Held it down too low when I started it. Just an old favorite, the Formax Scout. Look at that nice spear point, a drop point maybe. That spear. I don't know, I guess I'll call it a drop point. I don't know. Sometimes I get confused with knife blade shapes and stuff. I'll call that a drop point. Really want to call it a spear. Same horny dress. But yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful knife. Actually, right here, this spot right here is actually where you can put a crossbar pin through there, and it will like locks the knife. A lot of people say you can also use it for lashing, but yeah, just a big, beautiful, awesome. Oh, let's see how wide the blade is. The blade is the blade is over an inch and a half wide. It's inch and 6/8, inch and not 3/4. Somebody hit me. Inch and 9/16. Thank you. Inch and 9/16. I am having one of those days, but I'm not going to re-record this because you know what? This is how it is. This is live. This is real. This is true. I mean, it will be on a recording, but yeah, just a wonderful knife. Love my cold steels. Uh, I can't wait to get my next cold steel. Might be the next knife I get in. Not sure. Well, actually, technically, the next knife I did get in is a cold steel. Just showing that real quick. I'll have to show that later. But there you go. Welcome and thanks for watching Stan's Modern Monday Madness or Monday Modern Madness, brought to you by 865 Knives down there in Tennessee. Thank you. Just be safe out there. Continue to watch. I appreciate you. And man, I'm doing a lot of I appreciate you all. The friendships that I've developed over the years, not only in the knife community, but also in the comic book and other collectibles community, is appreciated. With that being said, please like, subscribe, comment. I love you guys' comments. Leave me a comment. Roth one comment. Sorry. Live long, prosper, and collect your own way.